You can speak to me about it.
You should relax.
I feel nervous.
Why didn't you post a video last week, Abby?
About that. I did. No, I didn't post. I made a video, like I did all of the filming, I walked around my house, I did all of the stuff. And then I didn't like the video. So it was Wednesday morning. I was sick in bed, editing away, and then
You wanted to preserve the quality of the channel.
yeah, that's a good way to say it.
Preserve the quality.
I wanted to preserve the quality of the channel. Yeah, so I've deleted all of those clips and you'll never see that video.
Wait, really?
Really?
Is the video deleted?
Yeah.
You deleted the whole video?
Yeah.
You didn't you didn't wait to post for a different day?
No, it was bad.
But you could maybe just say some of it.
No.
Okay. The thing was getting.
Oh, we should start the video. No, we should start the video and be like, hey guys, welcome to the vlog.
Hey guys, welcome to the vlog.
That's what you just said we should do.
Hey guys.
That's what she said we should do. Is that a Crystalia thing or what?
Hey friends. Welcome to the vlog.
Sorry, okay. Take two. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog. Thanks for being here with us. So before we dive into the video, we just wanted to say welcome. We're gonna be talking about Nate's week and maybe some other things, but mostly Nate's week when he was in San Marcos.
Yep.
When he was away from me and I was here by myself. All by myself.
Because she didn't come with.
Completely alone. Oh my gosh!
What?
Well, I'll tell you some things later too. For now, I hope you enjoy the vlog and subscribe so you never miss a video with us, and I hope you like this video. You could just like it now if you wanted, and yeah, just like keep watching.
Okay.
I'll cut out most of that.
So, 2 weeks ago, I was in San Marcos, and I went with a team from Rochester, New York. Before I do that, I'm gonna say, if you watch to the very end, I'm gonna show a magic trick. Okay?
Oh my gosh, why didn't we start the video with that?
What? I just thought of it right now because there's a rubber band right here, and I like rubber bands. Okay,
Alright, so stay tuned everyone.
So stay tuned and watch to the end. Anyway, I was with the team from Rochester, New York, and we were up in San Marcos. And to preface this video, I should just say, watch the video from 2 weeks ago in which I talk about like what my week is going to look like, because I did some, I went up there beforehand to kind of check out what it was gonna be like and to meet some people that I needed to meet before the video. And so watch that, and that'll give better context into this story. But this week was really cool because we went up and we were staying in tents on the roof, at least the guys were. We all shared one toilet.
Even the women?
Not at the same time.
No, but like
Yes.
men and women shared bathrooms?
Yeah.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
like there was only one. It was like you walk in there and then like it was all dark and you had to like carry like your flashlight or phone or something with you. There's just one toilet. It was rustic.
Was there only one shower too?
There were 2 showers. I tried not to go back there. Rochester people, if
Are
you're
you
watching
saying you didn't shower?
this, if you're watching this, Rochester people, forgive me for I have sinned. I only showered once the whole week. Did I tell you that?
Yeah.
I didn't fit. I couldn't fit in the shower. Like, I'm not joking. I think the shower stall, it's like muddy floor. I think it was like a foot by a foot. Like it was really tiny. Even like I went out and bought shower curtains at the store beforehand, but I only bought 2. And when I went, I didn't even use the shower curtain because if I would have closed it, I would have, like my body would have been on it, and I got this weird thing about like touching the shower curtain when I
Wait,
shower.
so you showered out in the open?
No, it was like in the back and there was nobody else back there with me.
So you just didn't close the stall?
There are like 2 sides to it, but each side was like as long as my arm is. So like I was like kind of in there and I could have hit and been like, yo, don't come back here. But I didn't. Anyway, all this week was very it was uncomfortable, but it was really cool how amidst the discomfort, some really cool things happened. So before we even got there, like the first day the team came in, we were in Santiago, and they stayed at the church before heading up to the mountains. And then we went to this deaf school, the National Deaf School. This was Go's first time like actually making contact with this school. Not making contact, there had been contact in the past, but it was her first time actually going to the school. And it was a really cool experience. This team came with the hope to do deaf ministry. There were 2 deaf people on the team, and one of them is the leader of deaf ministry at the church in Rochester. And so it was really cool, the heart that these people had for this tiny subpopulation. So small in the Dominican Republic, it's not unheard of to be deaf, but there are very few deaf schools. Might only be one, I don't know, I haven't looked into it. So you can look it up and type in the comments if there's more than one deaf school in the Dominican Republic. But I do know that some of these kids came from like an hour, 2 hours away by public transportation. And it was really just a really touching experience because I didn't really translate because I couldn't. Because the translation that needed to be done was not between English and Spanish, but between hearing people and non-hearing people. So it was really cool to just kind of sit back and let them, the church, who a lot of them speak some amount of sign language anyway, to just let them interact with the kids. And it was really touching because they nailed it. Like they knocked it out of the park. It was so cool to see. It was cool because I haven't really had a lot of experiences with deaf people, but I felt very compassionate towards these people who this culture seems less deaf sympathetic, I guess. Testimonies are always so powerful, but just to hear the guys on the team share their testimonies and how they overcame it, because one guy went to a deaf school and one guy didn't go to a deaf school, and one guy got married and another guy didn't get married. And so their stories, while they both shared that one thing in common, were both different, but both it was encouraging to see how they were able to overcome and to really just thrive even though they had that challenge. One of them was born deaf, the other one wasn't born deaf. You know, no matter what, it was just cool to see that they overcame, they were able to overcome. So that was a really powerful experience, and a powerful experience not just for me, but for everybody. We talked about it throughout the whole week. And then just the rest of the week, going up to San Marcos, like, it was difficult because it was rustic, and I missed Abby, and...
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
You were busy drawing.
No,
It was difficult because it was rustic, and it was difficult because I missed Abby.
Sorry, one more time.
I missed Abby. But it was really cool because I was put out of my comfort zone, and one thing that I heard somebody say was, when you're put outside of your comfort zone, it expands your comfort zone. Then when you have to go through other challenges, the challenges become easier and easier because you become a person who's able to take on those challenges. And this was a very expanding thing for me. It once again reminded me just of the blessings that we have. I couldn't wait to get home and to take a hot shower and to sit and lay in our bed.
Yeah, because how many showers did you take?
I took one shower, way to rub it in. But just to be thankful to God, just for a couple of reasons. One thing that's always really is impressed on my heart is when I see kids running around playing and being happy who don't have as much as I had growing up. God seems to be exalted in my mind because, and in my heart, because it's evident that those things aren't what make you happy. Because here are kids who don't have those things yet they can still be happy. And so for me, those things that I have aren't bad. It's just how can I be intentional in using those things and leverage them for other people who have a need for them. And so, this week we were able to give our time, but it's always cool to see how, even though, we're there to love them and to serve them and to help them, every week, we always experience that they're returning, that they're loving us. We're being loved and we're being served and we're being helped by just by me having my life reoriented. That's not what I have that defines me. So this is just a little bit about how incredible this week was. That even though it was difficult in a lot of ways, it was really cool to see God move and how I was impacted by it. And I've got to say that the vlog isn't the only place where we're sharing these kinds of stories. So if you're interested in hearing more, we also have a newsletter and we have a blog. So if you're interested in receiving our newsletter, just mention that in the comments below and we'll get you connected to that really, really quickly.
Can I share about my week?
Sure. Okay, now Abby's gonna share a little bit about her week.
I don't have a whole lot to say except that I feel silly talking about this, but it really was my first week alone in the Dominican Republic while Nathan was gone. And I didn't vlog the way that I said I was going to vlog, but I am still really proud of myself for that week because I tackled a lot of firsts.
Like what?
Like going to the grocery store by myself. See, I feel like a child saying that out loud because obviously I've gone to the grocery store a million times by myself, but not
tough.
in this country. And I feel like a lot of the bad things, sorry, I'm looking at Nathan as I'm speaking as well, but I feel like a lot of the bad things that happened to me in this country at all happened like right off the bat. I felt very stressed and insecure right off the bat, and so then I was like, I never want to go anywhere by myself.
Did we share our grocery store experience?
No, but we should do that.
Oh yeah, I told her. Yeah. Okay. I've got a good story about the grocery store, and it's not really something that you would think is super intimidating. Navigating a grocery store in a different place. It's one of those things where you just know how to do it when you're in the States. You don't even think about it. You just get in your car, you go to the grocery store, you get what you need to get home. Maybe you run into somebody along the way and you have a conversation, it's fun. Or maybe you say, hey, nice weather we're having here, to the cashier, But coming here, that was a very eye-opening experience that it's different. Everything's different in certain ways. And so maybe we'll share that story in maybe next week.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
Yeah, we can do that.
And I'll talk about my first eye-opening experience of interesting cultural difference.
Yeah.
Yep. So anyway.
All right, back to me.
So Abby, you did a great job being home by yourself.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you overcame anything?
Yeah, wait, I just said that.
Okay. So it was your first week being by yourself.
Yeah, and I went to the grocery store by myself, which was a huge win, like I just said, because it's so different. I still don't have the language down. I totally thought, like 6 months, I got it. I'm gonna master Spanish, and LOL. I just thought for sure that's the way it was gonna be because I already spoke French, so it just seemed like, I'm gonna get this, but I didn't. I haven't yet, but I'm working on it. And I also went to the gym by myself, which was another huge win.
That is huge.
Like, the gym is kind of an intimidating place even in the States. I don't feel that intimidated in American gyms, but Dominican gyms are very, very different. Like, the women there, this is a broad generalization. I'm not saying that Dominican women all work out in one particular way, but like, there are a lot of waist trainers, like corsets, not even just like the belts that like men, not even men, that people wear to protect their backs. The men pretty much all wear those, just like no matter what they're lifting, they have the belts on, which is fun. Like they just enjoy wearing their lifting gear.
For example, when we were driving into the gym today, we saw a guy driving out of the gym today who still had his heavy weightlifting gloves on as he was driving.
Yeah.
And we We chuckled.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Well, because I think that in the States, one, I think maybe this is like a regional thing. I know that some people have said like, oh, everyone at my gym wears lifting gloves, but I've never seen an American wearing lifting gloves in the gym. Maybe that's just like my gym. But it felt like a vast cultural difference because they're all, not all of them, but a lot of the people at the gym here are always wearing lifting gloves, even if they're like doing cardio.
Yeah, you do, like you're on a treadmill and you've got lifting gloves
like
on.
stuff that doesn't, like they don't wear it for the purpose. I think it's a style thing. So it felt very, I felt very out of place at first. One, because I can't speak the language. If someone comes and asks me, well, I've figured this part out now. But at the beginning, if someone came and asked me, like, hey, are you almost done with that machine? I didn't ever know it. I just kind of looked at them and I was like, I don't know.
No.
But now,
Spanish.
but now I feel like I'm a little bit more confident. People there are starting to recognize me, and I don't feel afraid to lift the way that I would lift at home because it's whatever. But I also realized, like, while I was there, it wasn't as intimidating to go to the gym because it's kind of like I work out by myself anyway, because we go to the gym, you and I.
Yeah.
And then you leave and do your thing and I do my thing, and we're like usually on opposite sides of the gym, unless like, you know, that occasional time when we're like, let's lift right next to each other like that cute couple.
Yeah, that's only you. I never think that.
You come lift by me.
Because I want to be near you, not so
Yeah,
that
I
can be a
think
cute
Nate
couple.
likes to mark his territory.
I have to.
Anyway,
How else was your week?
it was good because, like, I've driven by myself before. Honestly, I don't think I was super afraid of being at these places. Like, the grocery store wasn't really intimidating to me anymore. I'm so sorry for all the sound outside. The grocery store wasn't super intimidating to me anymore, and the gym isn't super intimidating to me anymore, but driving there is. Because what if my tire pops? What if I get in a car accident? I don't know how to communicate any of those things. Like, I don't know how to talk to the person that I crashed into or has crashed into me. I don't know who to call if I get a flat. What do I do? Do I just pull over to the side of the road? Like, I don't know how any of this works. And if I pull over to the side of the road, how many people are gonna try to stop to talk to me and I can't talk to them?
Yeah, communication. And I feel like at this point I'm kind of over the intimidation of just like not knowing how to do things, because you just kind of have to go.
But you can communicate a lot better.
Yeah.
So if someone's like, hey man, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm doing this. And they're like, oh, well, you can't do that. But if someone says, hey, woman, what are you doing? I'm like, what did you say?
But it's definitely scary. I mean, it's still scary for me because I understand most people, but sometimes somebody will say something, and if I'm not prepared mentally, if my mind's not in Spanish mode,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, ¿Cómo? So,
Yeah.
but Abby, I'm really proud of you. I think you did a great job this
Thank
past
you.
week, and it was so sweet to reunite. It's fun to be able to spend time again together.
Yeah.
Um,
I think it was just a good confidence booster for me. That like, yeah,
I felt that way too.
I'm a capable person. I can do things by myself. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've made it this far, oh my gosh, your magic trick.
Oh yeah. So shout out to Lene. This is her desk. So I'm assuming these are her rubber bands too. Rubber bands are really cool because you know, they're solid, and solids can't pass through solid. You see what I'm saying? But if you pull hard enough and you rub fast enough, because of the friction, the solids will actually be able to pass through one another just like that.
Oh my gosh! How did you do that?
They're rubber bands, and I said friction. It's a friction.
Okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed that magic trick. I hope you enjoyed the stories that we had to tell. They were a bit long, but they were good. And so if you've made it this far, you deserve an applause.
That was so cheesy.
So next week, we're probably going to talk about our grocery store experience.
You know what you should do next week?
Make brownies!
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
A recipe video.
I have a couple recipes that I really, really want to share with you guys because they're really fun and so good. I've mastered a couple things, haven't I?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe we'll share that with you. Let us know in the comments down below if you would be interested in either of those things. And give us a like if you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for making it this far. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you subscribe so that you never miss a video with us. And until next time, we'll see you then.
Please elect me to be your senator.
What's it say under?
Please.